All right, it is day 2 of me Holliers, and so I am recording myself doing crosswords from the year 2000. I didn't show yesterday how I'm getting to these very old ones, but from the main crosswords page on the Guardian site, search archive, the type I'm going to set to cryptic, any setter, and I'm going to set July and actually 19, excuse me, 99 is the earliest. I remember how I partied then. Anyway, let's search. So yesterday I did the one for the 24th, which confusingly has this 23rd of July timestamp. But let's try. Yeah, yesterday's was Rogue, I think. And I liked his style in a way. Very elegant, but I thought there were just a few too many that were a little vague. Anyway, before we see what Bunthorne has for us, let's have our cryptic clue of the day. Yesterday was young Simpson, fine composer. Of course, that's Bartok, Bart Simpson, and fine can be okay. Try this one. Sound of London, somehow ebbing, 3-3. Sound of London, somehow ebbing. And might give you a hint as to where I'm spending part of my holiday. All right, let's see how I get on with Bunthorne. If any of you were doing the Guardian crossword back in 2000 and remember Bunthorne, let me know. The Cure, that's buy now, pay later, they're failing. Oh, yeah, I think they're failing is going to be the definition, but it's going to be related, I think, to buying now, like credit squeeze. But I think it's going to be something to do with a play on the Cure. Oh, retail therapy, that's it. Yes. So I think, yeah, the whole thing is probably just, yeah, oh, this. Oh, I think it's actually an anagram of pay later there. Is that right? Oh, yeah, that's very clever. Oh, I'm standing up and cheering for that one. All right, nobbling race, outsider could be right by me. Someone's revving a motorbike outside. Anyway, nobbling might be the definition. Oh no, nobbling might be an anagram indicator. But oh, yeah, I don't get that one. Lowest female staff members. I wonder if it is a word for lowest. What's the opposite of zenith? Female staff members. No, I don't get that. Give the once over once or twice. Well, I'm thinking it's going to be look. Yeah, I think something about the phrase suggests that instead of just giving a once over once, oh, look see, of course, because it's two words for viewing. I like that. Has hit support for the supplicant. I presume it's going to be a supplicant has hit support, could be base. No, I don't get it. Land of royal double trouble. Oh, I was thinking of like the prisoner of Zenda. Isn't there a double? But I think it might be I think this might just be a cryptic definition, but I could be completely wrong. But Ruritania. Ah, now where do I know Ruritania from? Let me pause. I need to take a sip of water anyway. Ah, that is the country in The Prisoner of Zenda. I had those two bits of things in my memory, but they had lost their connection. Anyway, I'll try and rebuild that. All right, director of experimental in-flight movie. I like that. Just wondering of a pilot, maybe? Yeah, I think it's a very convoluted double definition. An experimental movie might be a pilot for a series, and then director of something that's in flight would be a pilot. Yeah, I see where he's going with that, but I don't like that one. And I do have to say, this is my favorite grid type of all. I think they call it a portcullis, maybe, or maybe not, where it has I like the ones around the edges. All right, Birdie surpassed by Coleridge's handicap. Yeah, I like that clue, but I don't get it. He's right by his sacred river. Ooh, Kubla Khan, or is that Coleridge? But isn't that where's the sacred river ran? Maybe it's ruler, he's right. No, I don't get that. Beer from the cask, Vasily. Well, funny spelling of Vasily. Yeah, I mean, it suggests it's a hidden clue. Beer coming from the cask, but with that V there, SKV, is there SKVAS? Is that a beer? Never heard of that. Or Askva? Could be. Swedish beer, maybe? Baseball players in knickers and vest. A baseball player, I should say. Knickers and vest. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of a baseball position that might refer to. Or is it a famous player whose name suggests somehow knickers and vest? Or maybe it's a vest. And maybe we put a baseball player inside a word for knickers. I'm just having trouble thinking of knickers beginning with S. I don't think it's people who nick things. I think that's with an N, not a K. Now, how about time? Ed Lear went off his rocker. All right, of course, Edward Lear, but I think we have to have T for time plus Ed and Lear. And that's going to go off or be anagrammed. And for a rocker, oh, is it going to be a famous rock star? Or a rocking chair? Let's try the anagram helper. Ted, yeah, he could have defined it as Ted Lear, I suppose, but anyway, let's try. Oh, a treadle. Yeah, not exactly sure what that is, but I think it's something you rock your foot back and forth to operate machinery. Is that a treadle? Movement of cattle is turning south. Yeah, I wonder if it is going to be a movement of cattle, some word you would describe. No. Call for melon in the freezer. Could call for be a homophone? Ooh, there's iceberg lettuce. I wonder if there's like an ice cube melon or ice something. I don't know it. Oh, let me try that 8 down. Yeah, I definitely should have done that after yammering on about the grid and how much I like it. Friedman's forces restoring credit to make money. Uh, yeah, is that an anagram? No, I don't think so. We need 13 letters somehow. What was Friedman's? Oh, Milton. Forces. Mark. Oh, I think, yeah, I think maybe market. So Friedman's forces might simply be giving us the market, restoring credit to make money, market, trading. Do we restore our anagram? Credit. Yeah, I don't quite get that. All right, one's acolyte seconds that passion, perhaps. Now, is one referring to retail therapy? I think it might just be the number one and hence an I. Yeah, maybe it's the definition is that passion, perhaps. I'm thinking love. Although if 11 across is ruler, no. Like librettos, language. Not a prescription to stir the heart. Wow. I think it might mean to stir the heart. Something move or. But then, like librettos, language. Oh, maybe the word libretto comes from Italian, right? And then not a prescription. I'm thinking like over the counter to stir the heart. No. Bad septicemia killing last two in the continuum. Oh my goodness, I'm not even going to think about that one. All right, society leaving partisan destroyed port. Oh, well, partisan is 8 letters, but society can be abbreviated to S. So we remove the S from partisan, and it's going to give us a port. I presume a port city as opposed to the port drink. Nothing is coming to me. Trapina, is that a port? Pratina, Pratani. That does sound like it could be an Italian port. In a trap. Yeah, I'm just not getting that. I think I need another letter or two. The old revel. Ooh, I love revels. I must pick some up on my journey. The old revel in the black bat's rain. Or the old, yeah, the old revel. I love that, but I don't get it. So Milton's pair of sirens left without choice. Now the definition could be so. What's Milton's? Oh, maybe I need to know my Milton Paradise Lost pair of sirens left without choice. No. Old type of road stone. Oh, could it be an old typeface that is also a road stone? I'm thinking of paver, but that seems unlikely. Times roadstone. No, I'm one Monsieur or Mr. Hulot on as a substitute. So I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm thinking, can substitute be an anagram indicator? Mr. Hulot is 7 letters. Yeah, so is it? I don't know. I'm finding it hard to get just 9 letters. Is I'm one part of it? On as a substitute? No. I might make allowances, possibly starting now. God, my pennies. That's a good one too. Yeah, I don't know. I think the God obviously is part of the wordplay. I think it's going to be, oh, it could be a God, of course, and disguising it with the exclamation mark. My pennies. Something pence? No. All right, sea creatures. Athena utilized by extraction. Ay, ay, ay. I think it's going to be sea creatures, but then Athena. Oh, yes, it's a hidden clue. We're going to extract from Athena utilized. Nautili. All right. Putting one's quarry at bay, say. No. Gathering everything together under protest starts to rise. Gathering everything together, maybe? All in? Or is it? Yeah, I think if it starts to rise, that's going to be hard having an S verb in just 3 letters. Like get up would be maybe start to rise, but oh, but it might be to rise, get up. It is. It's the start of gathering everything together under protest. All right, could this be a negative bender? Don't get that at all. All right, so my first meeting with Bunthorne, I found that very, very tricky. Now I do have that nice. Oh, so I think that it must be a hidden and there must be kvass. Yeah, I never thought about that. Let me pause and look up kvass. Yeah, apparently it's a cereal-based beverage. I don't think it's exactly beer, but I think it's close enough. All right, now my lowest female staff members. Members could be arms or legs, but lowest. No, don't get it. That's the birdie. Oh, I think it must be the albatross. Was Coleridge the rhyme of the ancient manager? Mariner. I have had some ancient managers, but yeah, how is that? So, well, a bird, of course, an albatross in golf is better than, I think, a birdie, an eagle, and then an albatross for 3 under. But I don't get surpassed by Coleridge's handicap. Now, if you understand that, please let me know. I should definitely be able to get my lowest female staff members. Yeah, and here's my nobbling race outsider. Could be right by me. I'm wondering if something like embracers could be right by me. Yeah, I do like embrace. So then we would have race with EMB, yeah, RS. Don't think that's going to work. Yeah, but there can't be too many things this can be. All right, let me pause and work that one out, go through the letters of the alphabet. Yeah, I was really having trouble getting embracers to make sense and then trying to think of any other word. I went to wordplays.com. Well, obviously they have access to all of the old Guardians clues because this very clue came up with the word embracery. So race outsider. Oh, there is Embry, who is there was it a jockey Embry? Let me pause and look up Embry. Ah, well, the word I needed to look up was embracery. I just thought it was something to do with embracing people. But no, it's the criminal offense of attempting to affect a jury's decision. And so nobbling is a very good definition for that. And then I think the race is just race. And then the outsider could be are by me. But could be is telling us to anagram those. That's very tricky. Yeah, I would not have got that on my own. All right, lowest female. See, I'm not seeing any real capability for word plays. So could it just be a cryptic? Oh, actually, I'm not sure. The alto voice. Ah, yes, I think like Bernadette Greavy, I think was a great Irish singer. I think she was an alto. Anyway, I think so. I think it's just staff members, staff of music. All right, altos. Yeah, that's a good one. This has hit support for the supplicant. No. Again, I'm thinking it is a supplicant, but I don't get it. My baseball player. Ooh, the Y from Embracery. Call for melon in the freezer. Oh, is it something to do with cryogenics? Now, the melon, of course, could be the head, the bean, maybe, soybean. Cry, call could be cry, and then a word for melon. Yeah, cry, the cry prefix for freezing. Just not getting, but if that was a C, what would that do to our restoring credit? To make money. Market. Scoring. No, I don't get that. That's the... Oh, bats, of course, can mean crazy and therefore indicate an anagram. Yeah, I wonder if maybe the definition is the old, like OAP or sugar lump. No. And this is the old type of road stone. Oh, could it be a stone as in a gemstone? Old, and then a type of road, like a motorway or a toll road. No. I'm one, Mr. Hulot on as a substitute. Yeah, maybe I'm one is just giving us an IMI. And then Mr. Oh, we have to remember Jacques Tati. And then on is on. And substitute might be imitation. Very clever. All right, I might make allowances. Possibly starting now. Oh, it might be a person who would make allowances, but I don't know who that would be, like a judge or a parent giving out pocket money. Or it could be ing. Yeah, because I think 20 down is going to end in ing, putting one's quarry at bay. Say, I think this might be a cryptic, and I think it is something to do with the stones from a quarry being put in a bay. There is a thing about, you sometimes go to some places by the coast and they've dumped rocks in the water for some reason. But I don't know. Could this be a negative bender? Is it something to do with physics? Negative ions being bent by something? Yeah. Yeah, I should have worked out this one. I mean, it was just so bizarre, I gave up on it immediately. But I think bad is the anagram indicator, and septicemia, but minus the last two, will be 9 letters, and that's going to be a continuum. All right, let's try ept, sept, e, seem. All right. Continuum. Oh, space time, of course. Yeah. Should have got that one. What other kind of continuum is there? All right, movement of cattle is turning south. Could it be movement, maybe? Now, turning south, I don't think is a reversal indicator for an across clue. No, I don't see it. And there's, oh yeah, this is the one that's the anagram of Partian. At least we know where the other A is, so let's try again. And I'm sure you all know it, but oh, Trapani, maybe? Yeah, let me pause and look up Trapani. Yes, Trapani is a city in Sicily and presumably a port as well. I'm not sure what happened there. Trapani, all right. So now this begins with T, putting one's quarry at bay, say. No, no, don't get it. And that's probably not going to help with my that passion, perhaps. Now, it might be another ing word, but also might be an ment. Okay, I'm going to look up Milton's sirens and see if there's a name for them. Ah, yeah, there is an ode by Milton about a blessed pair of sirens that was set to music by Hubert Parry. And so just like the pair of sirens, blessed. I've seen some very old cryptic crosswords, I think from the 40s or 50s, and where there would usually be one clue that was simply a quotation from the classics with a word left out, and the only thing you had to know was what word came in there. And so this sort of harkens back to that. However, we do get wordplay. L is left, and it has without it or around it, choice can be best, choice cut, best cut. Very good. All right, can the B, could this be A negative bender, BEA, BOA, BRA, BLA, negative bender? No, don't get that at all. All right, I think in the interest of time, I'm going to go to my crutch, wordplays.com. I think I'm going to just look for my, if there's some cryogen type word. Maybe I'll actually, yeah, let me put in cryogen. I've no idea why it would be right, but let's check the word. It is right. So call for definitely cry. But melon in the freezer. Yeah, I don't know if what the definition is. It just freezer. Yeah, but I'm just thinking, I was thinking of cryogenics and Walt Disney's head, supposedly. Yeah, that's a mystery to me. If you know, please let me know. All right, like libretto's language, not a prescription to stir the heart. Whoa, what word is this? D something G. Dogma, doggy. Yeah, I like it being doggy something to stir the heart. Uh, yeah, maybe not. Um, digit. Ooh. Oh, there is yeah, there is a medicine. I think you'd see it in mystery books. I'm sure I saw it in Agatha Christie, where somebody took digitalis to literally stir their heart, stimulate the heart. But I don't think it's hyphenated. And then how is this like libretto's language not a? Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Let's check it. Ah, digit. Well, what else could it be? Not a. Yeah, I'm just going to reveal that letter. Digitalin. Yeah, so digitalis must be another version of it. Oh, Latin might be the libretto's language. Oh, to like is to dig. Oh, and then Italian without a. Very clever. But I've just never heard of digitalin, especially with the hyphen. That really threw me. All right, so oh, I might make allowances, possibly starting now. God, my pennies. I'm just wondering if it's spending money. Um, and could be an anagram of God, my pennies. Oh, I think it is. And spending money might make up allowances or your pocket money. But I don't get the possibly starting. I think possibly is the anagram indicator. Oh, maybe God, my pennies only has two ends, and so we need the starting letter from now. That's very clever. All right, could this be a negative bender? Well, I'm immediately thinking of the Beano. Ah, so B is B, A is A, negative is no. I how if you go on a bender, you have a big feast maybe, and a Beano, a bean feast. So I just think of the comic, but I think that must be right. Putting one's quarry at bay, not trapping. Do we need to know a specific bay, maybe? No, the old revel in the black bat's rain. Ooh, it could be right something. Yeah, what's the black then? Is that just going to be a B maybe? Might be THE plus B for black and an anagram of rain. Yes, I think it is going to be right. And I think the rain has to go around the outside, so I think this has to be NE here and here. No, I think I've gone wrong somewhere. But I think the old must be the definition. Right, not right wing, right. Because if it is, oh, I do need a B. Yeah, I think maybe I'm not quite right on this one. But what would the old be? I mean, maybe that's not right. Maybe it's another night. Nightclub? No, the U is there. The old. Uh, yeah, let me pause and just see if I can come up with something. Well, none of the possibilities I've thought about have a U in it, so, and I'm fairly sure about nautili. I think I'm just going to go ahead and reveal this one. Night rule. I think it might be an old revel. Maybe one night a year there was some night rule that allowed everyone to let their hair down. In the black, bats. I think rain might just be rule. Well, I really wanted it to be a bats version of rain. But yeah, I don't know where that U is coming from. And of course, I can't go to 15 squared to check at the end. All right. Oh, yeah, that's very funny. I just happened to do this morning the New York Times connections puzzle. I think that's one of the trickiest ones around. Anyway, one of the connections was a lot of words for hunting or cornering, and to tree can be to hunt something, and of course a bay tree. So literally putting your quarry at a bay might be treeing. Very clever. All right, old type of road stone. Yeah, I'm only thinking of words like hotel, motel, rotel. I had a great rotel amplifier in my youth. Intel, roadstone. No, not seeing it. What's my market? To make money, market. Freedmen's forces, restoring credit. To make money. Yeah, I don't get this one either. All right, I think I'm just going to reveal this one. Oh, market economy, of course. Um, yeah, I don't quite get the if it's a double definition or just a cryptic. But I'm thinking maybe restoring credit is if you make an economy, you're saving money, you're restoring your credit. And then money in general might be called the market economy. That's the best I can do. Ah, old type. Yes, there's metal type. But what's that got to do with roadstone? Oh, I think maybe it was a name for an old type of road, metal roads. I think I've heard of them and never really thought too much of. I imagine they were made out of metal, but obviously not. All right, I'm going to go to wordplays.com to see what they have for this one. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to hand in my card as a well, in fairness, I haven't watched baseball this year yet, but of course a shortstop. And knickers are shorts, and a vest might be a top. Oh my goodness. All right, has hit support for the supplicant. No, don't see that. And movement of cattle. Turning south, no. He's right by his sacred river. Ah, yeah, the sacred river I just remembered is Alf. And so right is R and then Alf. And you get Ralph. All right. Oh, so maybe this is a reference to retail therapy. And so an acolyte, if you were doing that, might be a shop assistant, I think. Seconds that passion. Perhaps I think again is an anagram indicator. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Now, one thing I didn't say about embracery, and I mentioned that when I looked up wordplays.com, it was the example clue. I think that tells me no one has used that word in the last 25 years, that they don't have a more up-to-date one. I may be wrong, but that would be my guess. All right, movement of cattle is turning south. Oh, I think is turning might be S-I-S. Yeah, I think it's going to be a word for movement. Yeah, it's going to be one of these Greek words, I suppose. And then we need, oh yeah, cattle can be kine, and kinesis is moving. Ah, I think this must be, oh, has is has. If you hit somebody, you sock them. And if you're kneeling, you're a supplicant, then a support for you might be a hassock. My goodness, I found that one very, very tricky. Um, I don't know if there was anything in it that wouldn't appear nowadays, but what do you think has changed since the year 2000? Anyway, let me go ahead and check all. Yeah, everything else stayed in there. All right, well, that was interesting, but very tricky. Thanks as always for watching, and have a great day.